Never seen anybody that reaches that age. I mean, I'm not talking about somebody that's in extreme poverty or pain or something, but
Who hasn't heard of one of the world's richest people? Warren Buffett, who ranks high on Forbes' list of billionaires every year. In addition to being a businessman and philanthropist, Buffett is probably widely known for being one of the most successful investors in the world. Considering that, it's not a surprise that Warren Buffett's investment strategy has reached mythical proportions. Buffett has several important principles and a broad investment philosophy that are widely practiced globally. Here is Warren Buffett bought $31.3 billion of this stock. By the way, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our engaging videos and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. Now let's get into it.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. Have you ever wondered how to end procrastination and self-sabotage so you can unleash your full potential to live the life you deserve? #1 best-selling author and high-performance coach Peter Sage is hosting a free webinar where he'll teach you how to increase your wealth with less time and struggle, and also how to hyper-boost your growth and success so you can finally break out of any rut you find yourself in. Right now, Peter and his team are offering a free $100 gift to anyone who doesn't find his webinar as the best use of their time within the last 5 years. Now, let's get back to the video.
An investment is essentially an asset formed with the goal of allowing money to grow. The wealth gained can be used for a variety of purposes, including overcoming income shortfalls, saving for retirement, or satisfying specific commitments such as debt repayment, tuition payment, or the acquisition of other assets. You can earn money from investments in two ways. One, if you invest in a tradable asset, you may earn a profit. Second, if you invest in a return-generating plan, you will earn an income through the accumulation of gains. In this view, the question is, what is an investment? Can be answered by stating that investments are all about placing your funds into assets or items that become worth more than their initial value or that will help provide an income over time. An investment is a financial term that refers to an asset that is purchased with the purpose of enabling its value to increase over time. Now let's talk more about the well-known investor Warren Buffett. Buffett is the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway and is widely regarded as the greatest investor of all time. It should come as no surprise that he manages one of the most closely watched investment portfolios in the world, with thousands of smaller investors closely following his every move. His investment is currently worth over $300 billion and includes some of the top stocks in the world like Apple, Amazon, Coca-Cola, and Bank of America, to name a few. Buffett has been discreetly buying tens of billions of shares of this stock with surprising less attention. Anyone who follows Buffett understands that he only buys a stock when it can be purchased for substantially less than the stock's true value. Buffett is no different than the rest of us in that he enjoys a good deal. Keep watching until the end to understand how you may apply the lessons of this Warren Buffett buy to your own financial portfolio. Warren Buffett and his holding firm, Berkshire Hathaway, are both behemoths. Buffett, of course, rose to prominence in the investment world by choosing big winners like Coca-Cola and Bank of America. Buffett's investing and business acumen helped Berkshire Hathaway become a prominent corporation. Buffett's track record may improve more as a result of the potential for numerous of his investments to perform well. Unlike in prior quarters, when Buffett opened fresh stakes in multiple stocks, the famed investor was far more selective in the first quarter of 2021. Berkshire's portfolio has only one new stock, AON. Berkshire Hathaway paid $942 million for 4,096,146 shares of this professional services firm. Buffett appears to be a good fit for AON, which generates a lot of recurrent cash flow, customized insurance solutions, cybersecurity consulting services, health and benefits brokerage services, healthcare exchanges, reinsurance, retail brokerage services, and retirement solutions are among the services provided by the organization. These cash-rich firms are what the Oracle of Omaha, as Buffett is commonly referred to, invests in. While it's fun to see what Buffett and other billionaires investors are buying and selling, it's never a good idea to buy a stock just because someone else does, especially if that someone else is the Oracle of Omaha. However, looking into Berkshire Hathaway's stock portfolio might provide you with a plethora of stock ideas to research further in order to evaluate what is appropriate for your portfolio depending on your individual risk tolerance and investment objectives. As a longtime Berkshire Hathaway shareholder, I applaud Warren Buffett's decisions to make this investment. Having said that, this large investment does not even appear in the stock portfolio. He invested $31.3 billion on this stock, but only those who closely follow his company, Berkshire Hathaway, are aware of it. This is due to the fact that his largest investment in the last 12 months has not been a standard equity investment in an outside firm or the acquisition of an entire company. Berkshire Hathaway shares have been purchased for more than $30 billion. That's correct. Over the last year, Warren Buffett's favorite stock has been his own. When the greatest investor of all time can't find a better investment than repurchasing his own company's shares, you know we're in a wild market.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. How would you feel knowing that you could pay every bill you have right now as well as any future bills that come in? Commission Hero is a proven system that has helped over 8,000 people earn upwards of $1,000 a day or more. The best part is that there is zero experience needed to get started. In this free training, Robbie Blanchard and his team will teach you the top 3 secrets to how and why this system works, and how it can also work for you. Join the thousands of people who have found success and financial freedom using Commission Hero. Right now, the first 100 people to use the link below will get access to this free webinar. Now let's get back to the video.
In his most recent annual letter, Buffett explained why he opted to repurchase Berkshire Hathaway stocks. Last year, we exhibited our enthusiasm for Berkshire's diverse portfolio by repurchasing the equivalent of 80,998 A shares for $24.7 billion. This step raised ownership in all of Berkshire's businesses by 5.2% without asking you to open your pocketbook. We made those purchases based on criteria Charlie and I have long endorsed because we believed they would both increase the intrinsic value per share for continuing shareholders and leave Berkshire with more than enough capital to deal with any opportunities or difficulties that arose. We do not believe that Berkshire shares should be repurchased at any price. I underline this fact because American CEOs have a disgraceful track record of allocating more corporate funds to repurchases when prices are rising than when they are falling. Our strategy is just the opposite. Warren Buffett is repurchasing shares for 2 main reasons. The first is that Berkshire Hathaway stock was trading at a large discount to its inherent value at the time of repurchases. In Buffett's judgment, to put it another way, Berkshire stock was worth more than when Buffett paid for it, which meant that the remaining Berkshire Hathaway stockholders benefited from the repurchase. The second factor is less obvious and was not even mentioned in Buffett's remarks. Buffett has already stated that his preferred use of funds for Berkshire Hathaway is to purchase stocks and entire companies. However, despite Berkshire Hathaway's market cap of roughly $650 billion, Buffett has yet to identify a significant acquisition that truly moves the needle. As he puts it, because the corporation is so massive, only very large purchases can have a significant influence. This, combined with exorbitant values for possible purchases that Buffett does not want to pay, has resulted in a lack of acquisitions. As a result, a large amount of cash has been lying on the company's balance sheet, far more than is required to run the business. While Berkshire stock was not very cheap, Buffett believed that repurchasing shares was preferable to just leaving that cash on the balance sheet. Before we proceed, it is critical to understand what share repurchases are and why a corporation would conduct them. The best method to demonstrate this is to utilize Coca-Cola, one of Warren Buffett's most well-known investments. Coca Profit Colas in 2020 will be about $8 billion. That is unquestionably a large sum of money. Coca-Cola executives had a few options for what they could do with the money. The first step would be to put those profits back into the company. This could take the form of new products, increased promotion, or the construction of a new headquarters. Another possibility for that money would be something known as inorganic growth. This is when a firm goes out and buys another company in order to expand their own. In this case, Coca-Cola would go out and buy a beverage brand, as they have done in the past with Vitamin Water or Dasani. If, for whatever reason, these first 2 options do not make sense for the company can decide to do something known as returning capital to shareholders. This can take 2 forms. The first is dividends, which are when a company pays out a portion of its profits to shareholders. Coca-Cola, for example, pays an annual dividend of 1.68 cents per share, which means that for every share of Coca-Cola you buy, you will receive payments of 1.68 over the course of a year, generally paid out over 3 months. Not bad for not doing anything other than owning the stock. If the company does not want to pay a dividend or has a lot of cash left over after paying a dividend, they can choose to buy back their own stock, which reduces the total number of shares outstanding and thus makes each share of stock more valuable. So now is a good moment to listen to Warren Buffett explain why he likes share repurchases so much by using Coca-Cola as an example. So there you have it. I hope you learned something new from this video. What can you say about Warren Buffett bought $31.3 billion of this stock? Let us know in the comment section below, and hey, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so we continue giving you the best content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.